Once again, good evening, ma'am. We are
Good
from the
evening.
ICSC StudyMate team, and it is a privilege to have you here. Thank you so much for accepting our invite and being a part of our interview project.
Thank you also for giving me this opportunity because I have been always connected with the teaching line for the last 37 years, and I would be very happy if my little inputs could help the children in going a little further.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm sure the students will benefit with all the inputs and points which you'll be telling us today.
Okay. So,
So, ma'am, beginning with the questions. Ma'am, all of us know that this year, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have had online classes, which the students are not quite accustomed to. And at the same time, we have the grade 10th board exams around the corner in a month or so. So, ma'am, what would be the special tips which you would like to give the students to prepare in the next 1 month?
okay. Now, though due to the pandemic, they have been at a disadvantage because you cannot actually replace physical classes by online classes, though online classes have had their share in taking the children forward. But still, since the syllabus has been reduced by 25% this year, the main things they need to focus is on the main parts of the syllabus, mainly periodic table. They need to know what is the meaning of the groups and the periods, which are the main groups, which are the S block elements, which are the P block elements, which are the D block elements. Because at the ICSE level, they are not asking them to go into the detail of the elements, but at least the first atomic numbers till atomic number 20, they should know how the elements are arranged in the periodic table, because ICSE insists on in-depth study. So you cannot actually skip any part of the syllabus. The syllabus is interrelated. Even they might have reduced, they have reduced only things which they have taken out so that the connectivity is not lost in the syllabus. And one more thing is, wherever the first question number 1, which is compulsory always, they are asked to name the following. So the general mistake that the children do is, even though they know, maybe they know the correct answer, in their hurry and haste to finish the paper, instead of writing the name in words, often they write the symbol or the formula of the compound which has been asked. Now, if they write the name and a symbol, or the name and the formula, there is no hassle, they will be awarded the mark. But if the question says name the following, and they have only written the symbol and the formula without writing the name, even if it is correct, they are not awarded the mark. So this is one thing they have to be very careful about. Second thing is about chemical equations. Every chapter in chemistry has chemical equations. Now, chemical equations, you can say, are like the alphabets of the English language for chemistry. So even if the reactants and the products are the same, correct, and they have been written in the proper manner, if the equation is not balanced, then the rule of correcting ICSE papers is you are not awarded the mark. So children should be very clear, if they are attempting questions which require writing of the chemical equation, they need to balance the equation. Otherwise, they will not be given the mark, even if they have written the reactant and product correctly. Now, going further, say about the physical chemistry part of the paper, though it is very elementary at the ICSE level, where they are concerned with mole concept and stoichiometry, they need to understand the concept very well, because this is the mathematical part of the paper, and you need to know what is the essence of the mole. It is the molecular weight expressed in grams, but what does it mean? How does it connect with the stoichiometrical calculations? Because it is very easy calculation at their level, but they need to have the concept very clear. They need to know what is exactly a mole, what is the stoichiometrical calculations related to finding the empirical formula, the molecular formula. Why do we need to take the ratio of the molecular formula and empirical formula to get the exact value or the exact value of n, so that we can write the correct formula. Now, I would advise children who are a little mathematically bent or strong in the mathematical aptitude to answer these questions. If they have it in the group B, they should go in for these questions, because these questions will fetch them full marks, because there is no question of losing marks here, since it is basically mathematically based. And if they have their concepts very clear, here there is no no scope of losing marks. So full marks they can get on this. Even chemical equations, one question comes on balancing of chemical equations. If they can master the art of balancing, then I think they should go in for this question, because this will also fetch them full marks.
Ma'am, students have often seen that in chemistry, the section A usually has answers which are very short, but they fetch them a lot of marks. A single word can get them one full mark. So how to avoid silly mistakes in chemistry paper?
Yes, that is it. As I told you, in the naming part, they must write the name with the correct spelling. Say, if they have been asked, if the answer is say ethanol or ethyl alcohol. So if they are writing, even if they know, but they are writing C2H5OH without writing ethanol or ethyl alcohol, they will get a big zero. So this is a big careless mistake. Okay, then certain times you will see that the answers are given in brackets on top, and they are asked to pick up from there and fill up the blanks. Here what they do, the answer with its correct spelling is already there. Children need to only look at it, be calm, and just transcript it. But while transcripting, they are making a mistake in the spelling. So if the spelling is wrong also, since the answer has already been given to you, council is very strict, they do not award you the mark.
Ma'am, would time management be a problem in chemistry, in answering a chemistry paper? And if yes, then how should we deal with it?
Yes. Now it has two sections, 80 marks, 40, 40. Section A is 40 marks, section B is 40 marks. So you need to know, since section A is objective, where you have to either name or you have to fill the blank or match the column, normally doesn't come, but if it comes, or even if a sum comes, it is a 1 mark sum. So your paper is essentially 1.5 hours paper. So you need to finish your section A latest, I would say, by 40 minutes, the first 40 minutes, because the last 5 minutes you need to keep for your revision. So remaining this thing part of the time, you go in for your long answers, because there you have to think and you have to write. Even though the material may be with you and you are very adept at it, but still you need to think and write. You are not getting anything ready-made. So if you feel that you are a little slow in writing, I would suggest you attempt section B first and then go to section A.
Okay, ma'am.